3 new Star Wars movies announced, including Daisy Ridley's return as Rey. After many false starts opens in new tab and cancelled projects opens in new tab, Star Wars is finally ready to return to theaters. Lucasfilm announced 3 new upcoming standalone movies during the opening of Star Wars Celebration 2023. These new Star Wars movies include a story about the founding of the Jedi, a movie that will serve as the finale to this era of interconnected Disney Plus shows, and the return of Daisy Ridley's Rey. And with that, the galaxy far, far away is finally going back to the big screen. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy revealed James Mangold, Logan, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Dave Filoni, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, Ms. Marvel, Saving Face, have all been tapped to direct these new Star Wars movies. While Lucasfilm shared few official details opens in new tab about the films, the little they tell us says a lot. James Mangold's new Star Wars movie tells the story of the Force. James Mangold's will go back to the dawn of the Jedi, a time set tens of thousands of years earlier than anything we've ever seen on screen before. That might mean we'll meet the figure known as Prime Jedi opens in new tab. That's the person who founded the Order on AHCH to sometime around 25,000 years before the events of A New Hope. Fans already know AHCH too well. They first saw it in The Last Jedi when it served as Luke Skywalker's hideaway. A release additionally shares, James Mangold will take audiences deep into the past, telling the tale of the first Jedi to wield the Force and harness it as a liberating power in an era of chaos and oppression. Lucasfilm. Mangold further noted to Empire opens in new tab that his new Star Wars movie takes place 25,000 years before Episode 4, and it's about the discovery of the Force. He further shares, I told Kathy Kennedy, head of Lucasfilm. I wanted to make a kind of Bible movie, a kind of 10 Commandments of Star Wars, kind of a Cecil B. DeMille film about the arrival of the Force. And that's what I've been pecking away at between press events. That's the idea. Kennedy also recently shared that this movie will help inform the new Star Wars movie featuring the return of Rey. She noted to Total Film opens in new tab. I think it's a really nice compliment to what we're doing with moving into the future with Rey, and then understanding a bit more of where this all came from, she explains. Because it will be at the heart of creating the new Jedi Order, so to get a real sense of where that might have began with the dawn of the Jedi could be pretty cool. Dave Filoni's film will bring together many current Disney Plus series. The next new Star Wars movie will come from franchise veteran Dave Filoni. His film will focus on the New Republic and close out the interconnected stories told in The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and other Disney Plus series. That's huge news for both the television and movie side of Lucasfilm. When we get a release date for Filoni's film, we'll know just how many more seasons of The Mandalorian we might see. Clearly, there's already an end in sight to Din Djarin and Grogu's story. Although, we suppose they could continue on beyond a culminating movie opens in new tab. A release further shares, Dave Filoni will orchestrate the escalating war between the Imperial Remnant and the fledgling New Republic. Rey will return in Charmin Obaid-Chinoy's Star Wars movie. The third and final new Star Wars movie announced will focus on the future. Obaid-Chinoy's movie will take place after the rise of Skywalker. It will mark the return of Daisy Ridley as Rey. Set 15 years after the ultimate defeat of the Sith, she will be trying to build a new Jedi Order. Hopefully, that goes a lot better than her mentor Luke Skywalker's attempts. Kathleen Kennedy shared more about the movie with Variety opens in new tab. She noted, well, we're 15 years out from Rise of Skywalker, so we're post-war, post-First Order, and the Jedi are in disarray. There's a lot of discussion around, who are the Jedi? What are they doing? What's the state of the galaxy? She's attempting to rebuild the Jedi Order, based on the books, based on what she promised Luke, so that's where we're going. Speaking to Empire opens in new tab, Kennedy added, the First Order has fallen. The Jedi are in chaos. There's even a question of how many exist anymore. And Rey's building the new Jedi Order, based on the text that she was given and that Luke imparted on her. She also offers, Rey has made a promise to Luke, and that's really the core of where we're going and what this story will be. And I think it offers just tremendous opportunity to introduce new characters and start with something fresh, because we culminated with what George Lucas was creating, and now we take all of that and move it to the next chapter. Lucasfilm. On the topic of a possible Luke Skywalker presence in the new Star Wars movie, Kennedy said, I don't know if we'll spend a lot of time in flashbacks or on Force ghosts or things like that, but certainly, the spirit of what he represents to her is going to be significant. Something tells us it won't be smooth sailing for Rey, though. The dark side of the Force has a way of always creating shadows over the galaxy far, far away, especially in theaters.